Hello and welcome everyone, Josh first back again bringing you guys some more Digimon ReArise. We're going to be doing our second episode of our live stream here on the game. Today we're going to be talking about what I got in my 200 ruby egg. What mega did I get? I know a lot of you have been asking me. And we're also going to be working a little bit more on our Sakuyamon and trying to, build up our team a little bit more to where I want it to be. What is up, Koji? What is up, Chaos? What's up, Roberto? How's everyone doing? Nemi Gaming, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome. Be sure to check us out in the Discord below as well. Actually, I gotta fix my Discord link. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Forgot my Discord link stopped working the other day. It expired for some reason. Let me fix that up. What's up, Brian? How's it going? What's up, Tech Mick? I've been playing for 7 days now, I believe, because I started in soft launch on Canada server. So I've been playing, I believe, for 7 days now. Alright, the echo should be removed, guys. I do apologize about that. Been an echo. I think I took care of it. Just give me one moment, guys. I'm just trying to make sure I set up the Discord link properly because it's messed up. Which one should I focus on, plugin gacha or Digimon gacha? I would say to stick with the Digimon gacha for now. The plugin gacha is really good though, because plugin gear is pretty nice if you get some gold gear, especially if you're trying to get it for like Brave Heroes. Because a lot of people are running Wargreymons and Vidramons right now, which are both power. So I mean, you could get some really good gear there, but this early in a stage, I don't think you really need it, to be honest. You could wait a little bit longer before you go into plugins, to be honest. That's what I just think personally. I went into it. I got lucky. I got very lucky. But I just feel like you could probably wait. You could put it off. Hi, Andromon. Alright, I think I fixed the Discord link, guys. You'll probably have to refresh your page. But it should be good to go now, I do believe. Sorry, it took me a moment to get that all situated. I hope it does work now. EQ. Let me just open up Discord real quick, make sure it's the right one. Alright, so if somebody can refresh the page and try to go to the Discord link in the description, can you please confirm that it's working? That would be so helpful. Does it make sense to just keep pulling on Wargreymon? Not really, because if you pull Wargreymon and you have another good complementary Mega to him, I don't think it's really worth going in again. You don't want to have happen to you what happened to me in my stream or in my video yesterday where I summoned 3 times. I should have stopped after the first time. I ended up getting 2 back-to-back multis with nothing in it, so you don't want that to happen. Don't try to get greedy like I did. Got his skill to level 3. Nice, Brian. Nice. What's up, Lully? What's up, Black Explosive? So, my Mega Egg that I got for 200 rubies did in fact turn into a Hyandramon. And the reason I know that is because the rookie that I'm going to be getting from it is Hagurumon, and of the possible options that we have available, the yellow Hagurumon turns into Hyandramon. So, if you guys saw my summon video yesterday, you'll notice that I was a little bit salty because the last 2 multis shafted me. And the one thing that I really needed was Hyandramon. That was the one thing that I needed that I didn't get. But thankfully, Lady Luck was on my side with the egg, and I'm going to get my Hyandramon one way or another. So that was good stuff. Very good stuff. Alright. So what we're going to be doing in today's stream is we're going to be working on our Sakuyamon, which we pulled in our video yesterday. Which I'll show you guys my team real quick, where I'm at. What banner are you looking forward to coming in the future? That's a tough one, because there's a lot of banners that were on JP. I'm kind of looking forward to Omegamon, Omnimon, because he's just OP in everything in the game. But I'm also a big sucker for Ulforce, Vidramon, and Alphamon. If you couldn't tell, I'm just a big Royal Knights fan. I love all the Royal Knights. I love them all. They're all so cool. But yeah, Alphamon, Omnimon, and Ulforce, Vidramon. I'm ready for any of those 3 in any order. Bring it on! Can you show plugins for that Wargreymon? Yeah, I can show you my plugins for it. They're not the best, but I can show you what I have so far. Absolutely. Did anybody confirm if the Discord link worked in the description? Oh, okay, yeah. Amatsu, the Discord works. I don't have the app, but it took me to Josh first. Thank you so much for confirming that. That's awesome. I just wanted to confirm that it's working. So, thank you so much for doing that. Much appreciated. Should I do the Mega Egg or the banner? Because I still need Sakuya. I would do... Oof. Have you already did your 5 steps, Chaos? Have you already done your 5 steps in that banner? Or are you still trying to do that? Because if you're still doing your 5 steps, I would say go get your egg. But if you've already done that and are trying to use more rubies from story to go back into the banner, then you might not have enough right now for the egg. But the egg is there for quite a while, so you guys can get the egg later on if you need to. You don't have to get it right now. I believe the egg still had like, what, 40-some days left on it, so I think you still got a lot of time. But anyways, so this is my updated team. I got my Wargreymon maxed out earlier. I got my Vidramon completely maxed out. He's my boy. I love my Vidramon. I'm a sucker for dragons. And he's blue, my favorite color. I mean, what could go wrong? This right here was my biggest disappointment in my Digimon ReArise career. Granted, I've only been in Digimon ReArise on Global for a week. This was a major F-up. It's not so much that it's a terrible Digimon. It's the fact that I'm now getting a Hyandramon, and I already wasted my resources on this guy because I can't tell the future. And it's not my fault technically, because I didn't know I was going to get a Hyandramon anytime soon. But it definitely sucks because a lot of resources were wasted on this yellow blimp. This Pac-Man wannabe. Smiley face emoji Digimon. I don't know. Call me Mojimon. But for me, he's not a Mommymon. He's a Mememon because he just memed me to death. Because what this guy does right now is nothing. This might be the worst Digimon that you can get to Mega right now. And I'll tell you why. A lot of people make fun of Platinum Numemon as being a terrible Digimon. They're all like, I don't want to get Shitmon. I don't want to get him. He looks like a pile of poop. I don't want him. He's terrible. But what I'm about to tell you might make you think that Prince Mommymon is the worst Mega you can get right now, especially from your egg. Because he has an ultimate variant that's better than he is. He's a Mega, and he's worse than his ultimate variation. And I'll tell you why. Check this out. So, when we go to his skills, his sub-skill increases all defense by 30% for 2 turns. Now, granted, he does have a single target attack. That's cool. He provides a little bit of DPS. He does have Mega stats. But you're basically using this guy for the sole reason of increasing your defense. As we already know, Hyandramon does 60% and he provides other versatility and better stats. So Hyandramon is better in every which way. But what gets really funny is if we go to his ultimate variant. Let me go over here to Toy Agumon. This is where it gets really disgusting. I gotta find my Toy Agumon. He's somewhere floating around here. There he is. Toy Agumon. If we open up Toy Agumon, which can go to Mommymon, which is the ultimate form, you're gonna see something that's gonna make you sick. Sub-skill. Increase all allies' defense by 60% for 3 turns. OMFG. RIP Mommymon. This guy's worth more investing into than the Mega. That is absolutely hilarious. Prince Mommymon is great for the memes. Yup. He is indeed a Mememon. RIP. I want Black Wargreymon. The first time, yes, but I'm trying to get more rubies. I have 108 out of 200. So you already went through it a whole five steps already once. I see. What's up, Vera? So yeah, guys, Prince Mommymon might be the worst Mega you can get right now. Just for the simple fact that there's not only a Mega Digimon that's better than him in every way, there's an Ultimate Digimon better than him. Terrible. Is it okay to mix tech and power in teams? It's good to mix tech and power in teams if your team has some kind of stability and synergy. If you're running a lot of buffers that buff one or the other, it might not be a good idea to try and mix too many techs with powers because, you know, half of your Digimon's not going to benefit from that boost. So you definitely want to make sure that the team comp makes sense. So if you're running a lot of power, you can run a power booster. If you're running a lot of tech, you can run a tech booster. If you're running a little bit of like half and half, then you want to run a support unit that can benefit everyone, or at least the majority of. If that makes sense. It's Prince Mememon, absolutely. That is what he is now. Do you recommend buying the 200 ruby egg even if I'm completely free to play? Yes, I do, Penguin, because I had a few people still asking me questions after I made my ruby egg video. But basically, the thing is, look, let's go to the banner. It's better if I show you this visually what I'm talking about. Let me show you visually what I'm talking about here. Alright, let's break this down visually. So, if we go down to a banner, we go to summon. Let's go in here. I'm just waiting for this to load. Come on, game. Alright, so if we go to what's available in this banner. So, if we're doing a multi, even with the 30% additional rates, if you're on step 5 already, so you're getting the 1.3 rates, you have 30% chance to get a decent Digimon from that egg, a decent Mega. And it's guaranteed that you're getting a Mega from that egg for 200 rubies. For that same 200 rubies, you're going into this banner with a 5% chance base value. I think it's a little over 6% with the 30% rates. So let's just say 6%, about 6.5% chance to get a Mega, opposed to a 30% chance to get a good Mega. So there's a big gap there between the egg and then trying to go into this banner and end up possibly getting nothing. So that's already an advantage to the egg. Another thing is if we actually see what's available in this compared to the egg, you'll notice that Ravemon, Minervamon, Boltmon, Hyandramon, and Ebamon are all available in that egg, and they're also in this banner. So even if you don't want none of those options, if you go into this banner with the same 200 rubies, you still might get one of those. And you also will get one of those in the egg as well. Except the egg also has Puppetmon. What other options were in there? I believe it had Puppetmon as well. I know it had Puppet, Bolt, both Platinum Numamons, Prince Mamimon, Minervamon, Ravemon, Hyandramon, and I think Seadramon as well. I think that was all 10. I might have missed one. But, yeah, so if you compare the 200 value for the egg to the actual banner, the egg is better. Because you're going to be guaranteed getting a Mega. And Puppetmon, Minervamon, and Hyandramon are all pretty good pickups. Hyandramon, of course, being the best option of the 10. But that's 30% chance of getting a really good Mega. So that's not bad. You got a 3 out of 10 odds of getting a really strong Mega. At the end of the day, it's going to be a Mega no matter what. And you're getting 500,000 bits. And on top of that, you're getting 1,000 combat medals. Or clash battle medals. So it's definitely worth the 200 ruby value. And like I said, guys, you have plenty of time to buy it. You could buy it later on if you want. Because I think it has like 40-some days left. Last I checked in the shop. So you got plenty of time to sit on it and decide if you really want to get it. Or if you want to wait to see what the next banner is going to be. If you want to try and save up. Or whatever. Maybe you have a paycheck coming in a couple weeks. And you want to go and whale out on the game. So you have tons of rubies. You could buy the egg then. There you go. Everyone stop playing Elune? Yes. Elune just... the player base is just not there, guys. Nothing we can do about that. What is the best to use rubies on, and how is it worth buying more energy? Are you still going to make Elune content going forward, or have you moved on? I've pretty much moved on, sadly, Josh, because Elune was sadly killing my channel. It was literally turning my channel into a graveyard for the simple fact that nobody was playing the game, so nobody was watching the content. So it was bad for me. I tried to hold on as long as I could to see if the game was going to improve the player base numbers. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. The game itself is great. Don't get me wrong. Nothing I can say bad about the game itself. But the player base numbers were just too low. Too low to make it worthwhile to continue to play. So it is what it is. But anyways, let's go ahead and start doing some training here for my Sakuyamon, which I now have at level 90. Trying to get her up to max level and then prepare for my Hyandramon that I'm going to be getting soon. And that'll probably be my team. Because right now, I'm rocking Wargreymon, I'm rocking Vidramon, I'm rocking Prince Mamimon, which will be replaced with Hyandro. We're rocking Sakuyamon, which will be my AoE DPS cleave. She'll be good for my PvP team. And she'll be pretty decent for rages for the simple fact her S2 can lower defense. And I can get a skill lock off with her S1. And that leaves only my Groundramon as the next Digimon that I need to try and replace. I'm thinking about replacing him with Metal Greymon Blue or a Lilimon to get that 60% power boost on S2s to boost up my Vidramon and my Wargreymon for raid battles. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I haven't completely convinced myself to do it yet, but I may do that. Wargreymon has been cut from the team. He's gone. He's been replaced by Sakuyamon. I love my boy Wargreymon, but unfortunately he's just too much of a glass cannon. Too much of a glass cannon. He just gets killed so quick. So unfortunately, we lost our boy. But so that's what we're working on. So we're gonna be doing some more training here. We're on level 5 training materials, which suck to get because you have to use a ton of stamina, which is what we're gonna be using our rubies for. Which I believe somebody asked that question just a few minutes ago. Is it worth buying stamina with rubies? Early game, I'd say yes, it is. Because in the early stages of the game, what you're trying to do is basically build up. I believe this was these ones I'm going for, right? Or was it this one? No, it was this one over here. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your team of 5, and you're trying to build that up and max everyone out. That way you can start saving up resources for future banners and other Digimon that you need to maybe tech in for certain types of content. And, you know, there's no better feeling than being able to pull a new Mega Digimon and being able to make it maxed out in 10 minutes because you have all the resources saved up. So, that's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to build up our core team of 5, blowing our load, basically, using up all of our rubies for stamina, using our stamina cans, using our social points, so we can get up all the training materials. That way, we can start saving our rubies going forward and saving our resources, and then we can focus mainly on just doing vortexes to clear stamina, doing our dailies, and then doing our daily grind with Clash Battle. So your time commitment required per day will start to come down. So if you're playing like 10 hours a day right now trying to get all the resources you need, here in a couple months you might be able to cut that down to just a couple hours a day. And that's fine. You'll have more time to do other things, you know, doing your daily life things that you want to do. But right now, for the first, 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month or two, you're going to be doing some hardcore grinding. I actually went to the wrong area. Wasn't even paying attention. So, okay, so we can get these on this one. I'll do it on Tenzen. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much what we're gonna do. So if you have stamina, if you have rubies laying around and you don't feel like you need to summon again right now, by all means, go ahead and start buying up some stamina and go in here and building up all your core team. That way you're prepared for PvP. Because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when PvP gets here, the battle park opens up. That's gonna be your main source for weekly rubies going forward for however long that you play the game. Because if you play casual to somewhat semi-competitive, you're going to be getting a multi or more in rubies per week from the PvP shop. You're also going to be getting eggs from the PvP shop that can go into Mega Digimon such as Rosemon when that comes. And you're also going to be getting gold and silver plugins that you're going to use for, better gear for your Digimon. And they're going to be expanding on the Clash Battle shop as well, so you'll be getting more stuff from that. So you're going to want a strong team there to keep, beating the higher level raids, like level 8, 9, and 10s. So, yes, I would say it's 100% worth it. Who's better for Clash Battle, Sakuyamon or Minervamon? That's a tough one, Jonathan, because here's the thing about Minerva versus Sakuyamon in Raid Battle. Neither one's really good for that, because they're both AoEs. However, they both reduce defense by 20%. I believe that the edge would go to Sakuyamon for the simple fact that she can skill lock with her S1. And unless I'm wrong here, I believe you can skill lock raid bosses. You just can't crowd control them. You can't hit them with like a stun, paralysis, or freeze or anything like that. But I think you can skill lock a raid boss. If I'm wrong on that, let me know. But I think you can skill lock. And if you can, that gives Sakuyamon the little nudge there between the two. But I could be wrong. And if it doesn't, then both of them are pretty much on par with each other. How do we get PvP? They have not unlocked it yet, Frankie. We have to wait until they unlock it. They said mid-October, so it could be as early as this coming week. How do you level up your Digi so fast? Just endless farming. I like to focus on one Digimon at a time, get it done, then move on to the next one. Some people like to work with multiple Digimon at the same time, and it can get a little bit complex and a little bit overcomplicated, and you can start losing your place. You'll start noticing you're wasting a lot of resources, but you're not really getting anywhere, so you're not, climbing, raid boss and getting your medals that you need to build up more megas or whatever. So I like to focus on my main DPS first, which of course was my Digimon, and then I worked on Wargreymon, and when I had those two done, then I started spreading out. I started working on my ultimates. So my advice is to try and pick one Digimon that's going to be your core unit for all content you're doing, and build that one up first, and then you work your way down the line, down the priority list. Make yourself a priority checklist, if you will, and work from top to bottom and get it done. Get your core 5 Digimon put together, write it down on a piece of paper, write down their skills, get it in your head, think about what kind of combos you want to use, how you want to set up your first turns. Just get all that done and then build that team, and then you're gonna go places. It's like you're the general manager of a pro sports team. You gotta build up your players. You have to develop your players. You have to set up your lineups and hope that when the game starts, you come out victorious. That was probably a terrible analogy, but hey, why not? How's ReArise? I believe ReArise is the one. It does AoE blind, right? I believe that's what he does, if I remember correctly from JP. I didn't really use ReArise and JP at all, and I didn't really look into much on global either. But I think he does AoE blind, which means he's a PvP unit. Between Wargreymon and Sakuyamon, who priority first on your opinion? Wargreymon, hands down. Hands down Wargreymon, because he is going to be your big DPS right now, your bruiser for raid battle. So yeah, hands down him. And he's going to be really strong in PvP for a little bit until he gets power crept in a couple months probably. I'm using Shogun, Gekkomon, Waru, Siegemon, Angemon, ReArise, Lady Devimon, Shogun, Gekkomon. Got a AoE stun got a 61% tech. Yep. Do I need to change anything? So you're trying to run a straight up tech team, Dokuo? Are we allowed to link stuff on YouTube? Because I want to link my Digimon and ask. I think, yeah, you can post a link in here. I don't think I have links turned off. If you would like to post an image, sure, go ahead. Go for it. And if I do have it turned off, then I'm sorry. I can't remember if I had that set up or not. I'm still waiting on my 200 Ruby egg to hatch. Well, I hope, Frankie, that you get good luck. I hope you get really good RNG. Yeah, it's a full attack team. Well, if you're running a full attack team, then having an attack power buffer is definitely needed. That's for sure. Did your Mega Digi-Egg hatch? Yes, it did, Spooky. I'm getting a high Andromon from it. So I'm very excited about that. I just joined the stream. Welcome, Spooky. Welcome. Is Wargreymon strong for starters? Coffin. Okay, here's the thing about Wargreymon. He's got really good DPS, but he is a glass cannon. So he's good, like, for, I would say, like, the first week or two, but then you need to replace him ASAP, because he will get destroyed when you try to do anything like Raid 7 or higher. He's just going to get killed in one hit. He's just too flimsy. He's got no defense. He's got no HP. He's just a pure glass cannon, unfortunately. Forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, we need 28 more of these. 28 more. Man, these kill my stamina so bad. RIP. Yeah, I can't link here. I linked it on Discord. Okay, that's fine. Bits Vortex. Alright, so there's two ways that I personally get bits. You have the Bit Vortex. It's open, I think, 2 different times a day. If you're online a lot, you might catch it twice. Maybe you only catch it once. A lot of people ask me, should you do the normal or the hard mode? If you have your mood completely maxed out on all of your Digimon in your team to get those up to 3 additional bonuses, I still feel that the 20 cost bits is better, because you could easily get over 100k plus per run. That's what I do. Another way to get bits is you can actually sell your bronze plugins. If you don't need them, or if you have just a crap load of them from farming story, you can sell those for 1,000 bits each. You can sell them for 1,000 bits each. So that's a couple ways, you guys. Oh, look, we ranked up to level 22. Nice. So we got free stamina. Woo! Let's go, game. 16 more. Rip the dream. So that's a couple ways you guys can get bits. You still have space in the guild? Not at the moment, Alter. I will be cleaning house again tomorrow, because every time people are offline for more than a day, I will boot them. Because if they're not going to be active in the guild, there's no point keeping them around, right? So, tomorrow I'll be making more space. So if you are not in the Discord, definitely join the Discord. That way, you can ask me tomorrow, and I can try and get you in. Fastest way to raise affinity? To raise affinity? Morales, are you talking about Elune? Best way to spend social points and CB points? Stamina. The best way to spend your social points right now is hands down stamina. Buy more stamina. Oh, you're talking about bond. Okay. The fastest way to raise bond is to get food. Especially the food that Digimon wants. You can actually go to the Digimon stats panel. Just hold down, open up the Digimon stats panel, and in the bottom right, it'll actually show you the food that Digimon likes. And then you can go to that food vortex and do a few runs to try and get as much food as you want with however much stamina you have available. And then go feed that to your Digimon and raise their bond. That's the fastest way to do it. You can also buy food with social points too, guys. For those of you out there who have a lot of stamina saved up and you need food, you can use your social points to buy food as well. So keep that in mind. 12 more to go. Rip the dream. The game made me rewatch Digimon from the beginning, laugh a lot. Hey, that's not a bad thing. It's always good to go back and have a nostalgia trip. Not a bad thing at all. Wargreymon is not that good for PvP. He will be early game, Kamal. He will be for, I'd say, the first month or two. Before you start getting better cleave units and better debuffers and buffers and stuff like that. But even when that's said and done, he's still going to be a really strong option for raid battles for a long, long time. So Wargreymon will have a special place in your team somewhere for quite a while. Especially when we get his exclusive plugins. All 6 of them. 2 for his attack, 2 for defense, 2 for speed. You can get his attack really high. How are you in the Vortex, Josh? How far are you in the Vortex? Or you mean the Underworld? I think I've beaten every Vortex on hard mode at this point, because I've used all of them. But in Underworld, I think I'm on, like, floor 11. I haven't bothered doing Underworld for the past 4 days. I could probably get even higher on the floors. I just haven't even tried, to be honest. I've just been focusing mostly on trying to build my team up. So maybe we'll try and see how far we can get in Underworld, maybe at the end of the stream, or maybe in our next stream. Actually, we'll save that for our next stream. We'll do Underworld in our next stream. That's what we'll do. Where do you sell Blonde's plugins? Go to your plugin tab at the very bottom of the lobby, and then click Sell Plugins. That's all you got to do, Sean. Only thing worth getting out of Underworld is mainly the bits and rubies. And the plugins as well, Red. The plugins are pretty decent, too. Is Plesiomon good? Yes. He's a very good healer. Slow, but very tanky, and very good healer. I would say right now the top 3 healers in the game available at this moment. I would say it's Magna Angemon, Plesiomon, and the Taomon that also has the Sun Cleanse. Those would be my 3 healer choices right now. When do you think we're going to get a new summon gacha? Probably right after this banner goes away. Knowing Bandai, they like to do new banners every 2 weeks. That's usually how they roll. That's how they've done it with Naruto. That's how they've done it with One Piece. Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends. It's usually like every 2 weeks they bring out a new banner. Oh, your Talmon is calm, so you don't have the green one. You don't have the devoted one. The calm one. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Get out of this. Let's go back in here real quick. All right, got that done. Let's do this. Man, whew. So if you got the blue Talmon, you got the one that goes Omega, right? Genesis, you got the Sakuyamon featured on the banner, like the one I have right now. Because this is the blue Calm Talmon goes to Mega, as you can see here. Nice. So you got the good one. There's actually two, I guess you could say. The blue Talmon that goes to Mega, the one I have here, very good. And the green one is very good because she's a very good healer and cleanses stun. So either one is good. You can't go wrong with Renamon, guys. Renamon's she's just I don't even know. She's OP, she's GG, I don't know. whatever you want to call her, she's good. Renamon's all about that good life. She don't know what failure is. Unlike Prince Mamimon, he knows all about failure. She's a waifu. There you go. There you go. That's all that matters, right? Wait, the green one is the cleansing one? Yes, red. Yes. You have the one that goes Mega then, right, Red? You got the one that I'm using right now? The one that goes to Sakuyamon? I continue Racer then? Yeah, either one's good, Genesis. You're good to go, man. I'm using Renamon for Clash right now. Nice. Yes, she is very good. Because that cleanse is very helpful against Wargreymon. Josh, I got Gomamon from 200 Ruby Egg. What Mega I will have? Right off the top of my head, Kamal, what color was that Gomamon? I'm better with the colors. Better with the colors. Josh, Minervamon or Groundramon for raid bosses? Minervamon will give you that passive 20% defense down, which is very helpful. Groundramon has very high attack and he will crit a lot. The only difference you're gonna have before is your Groundramon cannot go Mega, so he's gonna lose a little bit on stats, which could make him a little bit subject to getting killed more easily in like raid 8s plus. But if you're not doing raids 8 plus, maybe doing more 7 and below, then Groundramon might be able to hang in there a little bit better than your Minervamon since she is AoE heavy. But again, she does have that 20% defense down, which can stack with Aerovidramon's S2. So that could be a nice combo there as well. Plus she does have that big body being a Mega. So you have to kind of weigh your options there. That is definitely a good question though. I'm just curious, when are we going to get my favorite Digimon, Diaboromon? I have no idea. I do not have the answer for that one, sadly. Still using Hyendramon and Sakuramon. Is it worth spending rubies for them, or should I save for next banner? I would save, for instance, if you already have both of those, plus your Wargreymon, I would honestly save. You don't need anything else right now. Hyendramon himself is going to give you long time value. There is still, to this day, in JP, last I checked, no Digimon that does Hyendramon's role better than Hyendramon. So, he's going to be very, very long-term value. So, anyone who has Hyendramon out there, thumbs up. Because he's going to be in your team for a long time. What Digimon digivolves into Wisemon? Wasn't that, oh, I'm having a brain fart. I actually have that. I actually have him on my account. I'll look that up in a second. I'm having a brain fart. Too many Digimon talk. Oh, too many Digimon out there, man. It's hard to keep track. I need a Digidex, a handheld Digidex, portable. You just got my Hyendramon? Nice. Good job, Awaken. Congratulations. Well, I hope your reroll was a success, Andy, because I know the reroll process is grueling with all the tutorials. Yeah, that's right. Snow Agumon. There you go. Thank you so much for that, Candor. Can Can you show Prince Mamimon's Digivolution chain? I can, Jonathan. I showed it earlier in the stream, but he's a Memon, so he deserves to be shown a lot. Everyone should own a Memon. Just, common sense. Here we go. It's Memon. Prince Memon. I'm sorry, he's royal. He's a royal pain in the ass. You get it? Yeah. There we go. So you have Toyagumon, you've got Starmon, you've got Mamimon, and then you have Prince Mamimon. That's his line. I finished the storyline so far, got the team I want, but I'm still getting all these Wargreymon clashes level 1 and missing something. Can I do level 6, 7, but I'm not getting clashes 1? Oh, you're only getting clash 1s. Okay, Young, the reason why you're not getting the higher ones is because you're either letting yours that you're getting expire and you're not beating them, or you're not farming enough story and beating them one after another. That's what you need to do to level them up, because actually, if you let your personal ones expire, they'll keep de-ranking, so you'll keep going backwards. So if you're wanting to get higher level raids, you have to keep beating the ones that you're getting from story. That way you'll start getting more. So that's how you do that. Josh, what are the different ways to get gems? So you have your 10 that you get from dailies. You also have the weekly ones from PvP when they do open up Battle Park. Like I said, that'll be your biggest resource. We also have special login events and other campaign events and stuff like that they'll throw at us throughout the game. Some of them are really, really cool. That I think a lot of you will like, that we got from JP. I don't know if they'll change it up maybe for global. But that's pretty much it. And also story chapters, 3-star clearing a full chapter. Doing your achievements, your lifetime achievements that you get under your missions. That's all the ways you get your rubies. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, oh well. It happens. Anyways, back to the Sakuya grind. I don't even remember which one we were working on now. Rip the dream. Alright, let's just do this one. We're gonna have to open up a defense vortex, see if I got keys. I hate doing these level 5s. Ugh, they suck. Anyone out there who has a full team of max level megas, you either wailed, used all your rubies for stamina. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. This grind for level 5 training materials is nuts. No, Frankie, I have no idea. No idea. It could be a bad Digimon. It could be a Mega Digimon. I think the Mega is really, really low rate though from eggs. A lot of eggs are gonna be wasted, unfortunately, because they're just gonna go into Digimon that can only go to Ultimate. So a lot of the eggs that you're gonna be getting from the game, you're gonna mostly end up just releasing them or feeding them into dupes. What use of pinpoint rate? So originally I thought pinpoint was accuracy, because I kind of felt like it goes together. Pinpoint, accuracy, it's usually used in the same sentence, but in this game, pinpoint is actually a chance to attack the Digimon with the lowest HP. My phone is broke, internet slow, but I'm on my TV, it's fast. Hey, man, technology has come a long way. You can watch YouTube from anywhere. I bet you aliens are watching me right now. They're probably asking me why I'm disrespecting all these creatures on my screen. See, how dare you put these monsters in a little digital cage? Which is your ID, bro, to add you? Let me see. I'll give you guys. I'm pretty sure mine's almost maxed out though. Remind me at the end of the stream. Actually, just remind me in Discord for my ID, guys. If you guys want my ID to try and add me, ask me after the stream in the Discord, because I don't want to just like show my ID to you guys all here on the stream and then like 100 people try to add me and I can't add all of you. I don't want to disappoint people like that. I know it's not my fault, but I don't like to do that because I feel kind of bad if I can't add everyone, which unfortunately is just the reality of it. So if you want to add me as a friend, just get in touch with me on the Discord, because I'm active there pretty much all day. I try to be anyway. So Plesiumon is a good PvP monster. Plesiumon is good everywhere, I'd say, just because it's a solid AoE healer, big body on the field, very tanky, good heals, and I would assume healing would be good in every kind of game mode. I think the only game mode it might not be the best in is possibly raid battle, because I feel like raid battle you're more or less just trying to burst damage and get as high score as you possibly can. So maybe having a dedicated big body healer might not be the best thing if you have a lot of strong DPSs that can survive the initial hits. So I guess that really all depends on your team comp, I'd say. You're trying to go for more survivability over just burst damage. You got Minervamon from the Mega Egg? That's not bad at all, Shadow. Good job. Unless you already had her, then I guess you're a little bit frustrated. But if you don't have her yet, awesome. Which is the best Hyandramon? I would say Hyandramon outside of Wargreymon is probably the best Digimon you can get right now in the game. Hands down, to be honest. Because, like I said, there's no Digimon, even in JP. Even though it's been out over a year, there's still no Digimon that does his role better than him. He still is the best at what he does. Man, 10 more to go. Ugh. I have a JP account. What part of the story do you get to Digivolve? What do you mean, Super? You can Digivolve at any time as long as you have the resources, the necessary materials. Is Venom Ionosmon very good? Tell me what his skill 1, skill 2, and his passive are, Awaken, and then I'll tell you. Is protein set worth to buy for 50 rubies? If you want to boost your bond really quickly, it is. That's pretty much what protein's for. It's to boost your bond really high quickly. So if you don't want to mess around with feeding a lot of food and stuff in, you can use that instead. Whew, a lot of questions, guys. Trying to keep up. I'm sorry if I missed some of your questions. There's so many. I like how the game tells you how many you still need. Yes, I do like that. It is a nice little quality of life touch for sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. Almost done yet. 1 to go. Come on, what is that? Bruh, 1 more to go. That tilts me. Rip rubies. Yes, we should be getting a new clash after the 16th. It'll probably just be a normal clash. I know if you have not played the JP version of the game, you probably don't know this, but there is normal clashes. You have the banner exclusive clashes where you got to try and get the Digimon exclusive medals, but then you have normal clashes that only just drop rainbow codes. They don't drop any of the exclusive ones. It's just a normal one. I would not lie. I would not be surprised if the next raid battle is going to be Metal Edamon, because I believe he was the first one we had to do with Metal Garurumon on JP, and you know how Bandai just loves to keep throwing Metal Edamon at people? I don't know if it's some kind of joke in Japan that Bandai loves to play on their player base, but they love to just keep throwing Metal Edamon at you. He's always in the beginner banners, he's always the beginner boss, he's just, they even did it for Digimon Links. So I would not be surprised on the 16th, our first normal clash battle is going to be Metal Edamon. I would not be surprised. If they do what they did on JP Genesis, now I'm not saying this is 100%, take this with a pinch of salt, but if they do what they did on JP, they should add the Wargreymon and Sakuyamon codes to the actual Clash Battle shop. I believe they cost, I think 500 or 1,000, something like that, per code. I think it was something like that. It might have been a little bit more, but I believe that they should add them to the actual shop after the raid goes away. Now, I'm not promising that. They did it on JP, but I'm not saying that they're going to do that guaranteed. I hope they do. It would make sense that they do. So, Just going on an educated guess, it should happen. Cross your fingers, your toes, and anything else. And hope that it's there. Alright, we got another one down. Another one bites the dust. Alright, what do we got here? So we need 14 of those, and oh, we only need 11 of those. That's not bad. So we'll just do that on Act 10. Not my toes. Passive, null skill lock, target brave allies, increase 1 counter rate 40%. So he's gonna play around getting sealed, which is good in PvP. Main skill, 340% damage to 2 units, 55% poison, and increase its pinpoint rate by 50%. Sub skill, 160% damage to 4 enemies, so he's got an AoE on his S2. And increase brave allies' power by 40%. That's actually not bad, Awaken. That he would actually fit very well on a PvP team if you're running a lot of power allies, and a raid team for your power allies, because he's not getting that 60% that you're getting from a pure buffer, but he is giving you 40%. But he's also doing 55% poison. So if you build him with very high attack, you're gonna do more poison damage. So that'll make him pretty decent for raid boss alongside his power up buff. And then on his S1, that pinpoint will be very good for PvP, because then if you do an AoE cleave before you use his S1, he can try and wipe out the lowest HP target quickly and get him off the field. So, not bad, Awaken, not bad. How long does a turn last? Or do you now when a turn is over? Paul, I believe a turn is just one every Digimon went through once. I think. Pretty sure that's what they consider a full turn. When every Digimon, basically when a Digimon takes their turn again, that's a full turn. Unless they have, I believe, Pursuit, which I think allows you to attack again. I'm not sure how that plays into turns. I'll have to get some more, a little bit more research on that one. Yeah, you could do that too, Awaken, because then you could stack it. That'd be 100% power boost. So basically, you're going to be doubling your damage. And then if you crit, even more so. Will Metal Garurumon be good? In which units were most hyped in JP? I think the most hyped one in JP is still probably the... I know Ulforce Vidramon was really hyped because he was like a speed blitzer. I think he was like the fastest in the game. And then you had, of course, Omnimon, aka Omegamon, because he was just OP in every category of the game. I think like a lot of players gave him like a 10 out of 10 rating on every mode. So I think those were like the two big hype ones. But I didn't follow JP for the past few months, so I have no idea if there was anything else. But to my knowledge, that was the two big ones that I heard about quite a bit. What's your favorite Royal Knight? That is a tough one. I do love me some Omnimon. If we want to go by favorite moveset, I would have to say Omnimon X. When he had the X antibody, I think that was my favorite moveset with Royal Knights. But if I have to talk about my favorite design Royal Knight, it's probably Ryukin Alphamon, because he just looked like a beast. But I also have a small, I do have a soft spot for who else was it? Dukemon. I do have a soft spot for Dukemon and Ulforce Vidramon. I do have a soft spot for both them. But yeah, it's probably between Omnimon and Alphamon for my fave. Definitely. I'll delete. Yeah, that's right. What is Pinpoint? That is the chance to attack a Digimon that has the lowest HP. Did you buy the 100 Gem Stamina Pack? I don't believe I did. I might be buying it soon, though. when I get down to 110, I might buy that one that has all the cans in it, because I'm using all these rubies for stamina anyway. I'm just trying to get my team built up, getting it ready to go, so I can, you know, be prepared for future content. Imperial Dramon Paladin mode is Pog. How do I see which Digimon is best in terms of tier or quality? Well, Cloud, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna pussyfoot you around here. Tier lists are trash. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. Every tier list is gonna have some levels of subjectivity to them. You're gonna have, let's say you take a group of 100 players and you say, hey, I want you all to vote together and create the top 10 list of PvP. Or even in raid battle. I want you to give me your top 10. Those 100 players could have a different opinion to another 100 players. So you see where tier lists just don't work? So what I like to do is just use the best Digimon you have available. Because here's one thing that you cannot control in gacha. It is RNG. So let's just say somebody told me this is the best Digimon in the game. Well, guess what? If you don't have it, it's not the best Digimon in the game because you can't use it. So to you, it's not worth anything because you don't have it. So therefore, your best Digimon would be something that you do have. And it would have to work for you. So what I like to do is I like to make a broad generalization of Digimon that you can get easily, that are decent, and then build those up and then go from there. And if you get something better along the way, try and fit that into your team, and then that's just how you work the system. Because if you sit there and look at a tier list, you know what a tier list is there for? It's to encourage you to get the wallet out. That is what a tier list is for. It is to encourage players to get their wallet out to try and build a dream team that may or may never happen. You know what and then you know what happens later on if you don't get that dream team? You get upset, you get frustrated, you get tired of everybody talking about that Digimon, and then you quit. So when I see tier list, I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm going to look through all the Digimon I have available. I'm going to see which ones work with what and put that team together and go with it. Whew, should I? In the end, plugins have big impact also. Yes. I will show you some of the stats on some of the plugins that I have. Somebody asked that earlier in the stream. I'll show you the ones that I currently have on my Wargreymon. You guys can see what some of the stats you can expect from plugins. A lot of people have been asking me to make a video dedicated to plugins. I will be doing that very soon. Possibly tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll try to bring out a plugin video. The problem with the plugin video is there's just so much to talk about. So I don't know how I'm going to cram that into one video. But I'll try to cover, you know, the majority of the basis on stuff that you need to know and what kind of plugins to put on what type of Digimon. And hopefully I can help a lot of you out, you know, at least give you a foundation going forward. But there's a lot to talk about with plugins. Thank you so much, gaming. Much appreciated. Guys, by the way, we broke 200 people in here today. I know it says we have 187 right now, but earlier it completely slipped my mind because I was answering a question. But we broke 200 people, guys. We did it. We said last stream that was going to try and hit 200 today's stream because we streamed a little bit earlier in the day, and we did. We hit it. We hit 200 people watching live. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you, everyone that was in here. You guys are awesome. Much appreciated there. We're doing some crazy good things here on the channel. Digimon ReArise seems like it's taken off. Everybody loves it. It's enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying talking about it. And hopefully we can keep that momentum up going forward. We got to beat them dirty rat Pokemon. I love Pokemon too. But, you know, we got to take our wins when we can get them, man. We got to take our wins when we can get them. What's up, Josh? What's up, Easy? How's it going, man? Josh, for the Wargreymon codes to drop, do I have to get first in the raid? No. You can actually get, I believe, first and second, and then in the higher raids, I think you can go as low as third place. It's entirely up to RNG. Some people are having very good luck. Some people are having very bad luck. So, unfortunately, the only thing you can do is just keep at it. And just, you know, cross your fingers and your toes and anything else you got that you can cross. Just don't cross the line. Stay on the right side of the law. And hopefully you get those drops. Who's better, Geo Greymon or Greymon? How are we comparing that Forte? Are we talking about like in-game? Are we talking about like anime? Because we're going to be getting on some controversial territory. Will Omnimon work? Do you need 2 Digimon? I believe Omnimon is actually Digivolves from Wargreymon in this game. I believe you get a Greymon, you get Metal Greymon, and then he goes to Wargreymon, and then he goes to Ultimate Body, is what they call it in this game, which will be Omnimon. Because I believe this game you have your Mega Body, you have your full bodies, your complete bodies, which is your Megas. And then you have your ultimate bodies, which will be, I believe, Examon and Omnimon. I believe those are the only 2 ultimate bodies in JP right now. Last I checked, I could be wrong, but I believe it's those 2. And then you have your armor bodies like Magnamon, for example. So, there you go. More like hostile territory. Yeah, I don't know if I want to get into a Geo Greymon versus Greymon debate, anime-wise. Because I know people will be triggered from one perspective or another. Let's just say they're both awesome because they're both part of the Greymon family. How about we just say that? Then we all win, alright? Then we all win. Hey Josh, can you tell me why I can't use Talmon protection plugin in my Talmon on my Digimon I have? Okay, so let me hurry and feed this in. I'm going to do a quick little thing about plugins. I'm going to still touch up more on this in my plugin video, but I've had a lot of questions about plugins in the stream, so let's try to clear a couple things up real quick. Let me just finish this off. So we have 2 more to do, and then I can take her to 99, and I'll be done with her, so that's pretty hype. Alright, so let's go to plugins real quick. So I see somebody has a lot of questions. Alright, plugin time, baby. Woo! Get your seatbelts. It's going to be a wild ride. Alright. So, first thing you need to know about plugins, there are 3 tiers. There is bronze, silver, and gold. Of course, bronze will have less stats than silver. Silver will have less stats than gold. And that's just the first basic. I'm sure a lot of you already probably knew that. What do you do with bronze? You feed them in for EXP, or you sell them for 1,000 bits each. So if you guys are really, really low in bits and you have a little bit of plugins to spare, you know, don't feel bad about selling a few of them to try and make up, you know, a few thousand bits here and there that you may need. So that's one thing. Now, if we actually open this up, you'll notice that some of these plugins have parentheses, and they have a personality inside the parentheses. So, if you see a plugin that says Brave, you can only use it with Brave Digimon. If you see one that says it's Deaf, you can only use it with Purple Deaf Pokemon. I almost said Pokemon. Purple Deaf Digimon. If you see ones that are yellow that say Tenacious, you can only use it with Yellow Tenacious Digimon. If you see one that's Devoted that's green, you can only use it with Green Devoted. So, etc., etc. So, if I tried to put this Brave Havoc onto a purple Digimon, it's not going to let me, because that Digimon will be purple and it'll be deaf. It will not be Brave. So, that's just a quick little explanation that I'm sure a lot of you needed clarification on. Yeah, I was working on some of my plugins. I didn't get a lot of them done yet. And a lot of you wanted to see my Wargreymon's plugin, so let me show you that real quick too. I might even upgrade it a little bit while we're here. Let's go to choose from our Digimon. We got our boy Wargreymon here. You can see these are his plugins right now. So these are the plugins that I'm using for him. I would love to replace some silver ones. And right now I'm also using my Eris one that we get to start with. Well, Filemon rather. I'm getting power and HP out of that. For Wargreymon, I would really want power and crit rate. That's the 2 stats that I would love to try and get as much as possible out of, because since he's such a high single target DPS and he boosts his own attack with his S2 for 50% power, And if you run a buffer on top of that for an additional 60% plus power, he's going to hit extremely hard. He's a nuke. He's a nuker. So for a nuker, you want them to have as much power as possible and as much crit. You want them to crit like crazy. So when I'm looking for plugins, I try to get plugins that have crit and power, you know, but if you don't have them, you got to use what you got. But that's the ideal gear that I'd want for him. Now, let me go ahead and show you all those real quick so I can talk about this as well, because some people have some questions about the lineup. All right, so spot number 1, plugin number 1 and plugin number 4 are for your attack plugins only. Spot number 2 and 5 are for your defense plugins only, and spot number 3 and 6 are for your speed plugins only. Now, to get that 6th spot unlocked, you have to get their mood to 99. I'm sorry, their bond to 99. You have to max their bond out to unlock that 6th spot. I briefly talked about that in another video, but since we're here talking about plugins, I'm going to cover it again. So if you go here, and you'll notice that some of these, you know, you have power and you have crit rate percentage. You have some that are just power. You got power. I'm sorry, didn't mean to click that. You have power with speed. You've got power with pinpoint rate. So, I mean, you have a bunch of different ones there. And like I said, the ones that you want for a big, strong, single target DPS like him is power and crit rate. So, hopefully it helped a lot of you guys out that had some questions about that. Like I said, I'm going to do a full video going in depth about what plugins might be good for, you know, select few Digimon that I can show off. I'll be talking about some of the, you know, substats you could probably look forward to, the rarities between bronze, silver, and gold, where to get those, what to do with them when you have them, how much it takes to invest into one to get it up to a 5-star, max enhanced, all that good stuff. And you can see there in the bottom left where it says effect, I got pinpoint rate plus 20%, I've got block rate plus 3%, and counter rate plus 16%. And what else do I have? That's it. So, as you can see, I'm not getting any crit rate, which is what I want for Wargreymon, but unfortunately I don't have any gear that can do that. Because right now, I'm getting power 229 and pinpoint rate 20% from my Havoc B Brave. Which it's okay. I mean, I'm getting my attack over 4,000 because I'm getting 540 attack from plugins. I'm getting 404 HP from plugins, and I'm getting 12 defense from it. So, I mean, it's good. Gear can do some crazy things, especially if you get the right kind of gear that you want with the right substats. Is it better to focus on one Digimon at a time or multiple? One. I would say focus on one Awaken. Like I said earlier in the stream, make a priority list. Go down that priority list. Do your top Digimon first, mainly your DPS. That's going to get you through a lot of your content. And then start working your way down and get your core 5. Get your core 5 established before you try to expand and go into other things, because you don't want to waste a lot of resources early on. You don't want to do what I did, where I wasted a lot of resources building up a Prince Mamimon and then pulling a Hyandramon and then be like, oh, bro, now I got to replace him with Hyandro and then invest resources a second time into that Digimon. You don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation. Where do you get your gold counter rate? I think I got that from the actual banner. I bought it from the... I used 100 rubies and I did a multi-summon and I got a few gold ones. I got lucky with my plugins. And that's where I got them from. I did it on the Brave banner, I believe. How good is Noble Pumpkinmon? He's gonna be okay. Like I said, he's not great. I mean, he's a free mega. You'll learn right away that free megas aren't all that great in this game. But he's pretty decent for PvP early on with the AoE sleep. And he's a good tech booster, so not bad. He's okay for PvP. He's worth using for at least a little while. Is it better to use stamina to grind story mode or mats first? I'm at chapter 6. I would try to burst through all of story as much as you can first, because you're going to be getting a lot of your training materials along the way. and do your raid your bossles. Do your clash battles while you're waiting for your stamina to recharge. And then when you've completely beat all 11 chapters of story, you got a couple megas, you got your core 5 team established, then you can start going in and start building up one at a time. Like I said, make a priority list, go through that list, get that core 5 done, and then you can start saving up a lot of resources and wait for the next banners, or if you have your eye on another Digimon that you'd like to build up at a later time, just for the sake of building it up, maybe it's your fan favorite or something, or maybe you just want to try out some different team comps, you can do that later on after you have your core 5 built up. But I'm going to go ahead and do a couple clash battles before we get out of here. I still got to finish off my my training, my level 5 training for my Sakuyamon, which we'll do. But I want to end the stream here in about 7 minutes. Get out here around 8 for me. It's been an awesome stream so far. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Wait. I got a couple level 5s chilling here for some reason. I did not have any time to do raid bosses last night. I just didn't have the time. So I need to change the team up real quick. I gotta take out my Wargreymon. Rip you, boy. Rip you. You will be missed. You will be missed. So this is my current raid team. As you can see, I stopped investing into my Prince Mamimon since I found out that I was getting Hyandramon. So I just completely went cold turkey and did not do anything else with Prince Mami. I just stopped them there. Level 64, boom, you're done, boy. You're getting out of here. So the only Digimon that I still need to replace in the future, short term, would be my Groundramon. I'm probably going to replace him with a power booster, such as Metal Greymon Blue, perhaps, or a Lilimon. I haven't decided, but that's what I might be doing going forward. So we'll see what happens. And I usually just do these on auto. Anything under 7 or lower, I just do it on full auto. I don't even, like, pay attention. I got Hyandramon from my 200 Ruby Egg. I got very lucky and got that. You can also get them from rerolls when you're rerolling on tutorial multi that you get at the start. Do you need medals to get megas other than Wargreymon and Sakuyamon? No. The only time you need the exclusive medals is if it's a featured Digimon in the raid that requires it. But like right now, currently, only Wargreymon and Sakuyamon need the medals. Everyone else that you can get as a mega in the game don't. They just need the rainbow codes. That's it. Just the rainbow ones. My Teddy turned into Minerva. Yep, there you go, Dono. What app are you using to live stream? Triggered? I am using OBS with LD Player as my emulator. I also use Nox, BlueStacks, Mimu Player. I use a lot of... I have like a crap load of different emulators that I use when I'm playing different various gacha games or mobile in general. But I am using OBS to stream. Please tell me those are Mega in the Underworld egg clear. I don't remember what those eggs were, Leon. Or, yeah, Leon. I'd have to go look at and check that out. Somebody asked me that the other day, too, and I wasn't sure. Do you know when the Battle Park will be available? They said mid-October, so I'm assuming it'll be this week. Maybe middle of this week. Maybe it'll be early as tomorrow. I have no idea. As soon as I find out when Battle Park opens up, I will make a video. So, unless you've already looked into the app and see it for yourself, I will keep you guys up to date. Don't worry. Is this game still doing well in JP? Crimson, it's not. No game does well. Not too many games do well in JP compared to global. I'll give you a good comparison. Overhit, a game that was completely failed because, you know, the people who made it, Nexon, or published it, Nexon, is not very good at anything they do anymore these days. Hey, look at that, guys. Woo! Another Wargreymon medal right here on stream. I already have way too many of those, and I know I just triggered so many people in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I just triggered so many people in the chat because of that. I wish I didn't even have that on screen now. RIP! Sorry, guys. But, No, not too many games are doing very good in JP, because the problem is JP is a very small country, and they are releasing like 100 games a month, right? So let's just say, let me put it to you this way: we had more pre-registrations for global Digimon ReArise than the entire player base since day one in Japan, 16 months ago. Just to put that into perspective. A game like Overhit had like 200, 300,000 people that installed the game in Japan, but they had 5 million install the game in the first month on global. So you see there's just such a big gap between the player base numbers in Japan compared to global. They're not even comparable. The only time that I can see a JP game really taking off is if it never comes to global and the global players just say, screw it, I'm just going to go play the JP version. Which would be the case for like a game like Grand Blue Fantasy by Psy Games. I know that game is still doing very well, and it doesn't have a global version, so a lot of people just say, screw it, I'm just gonna try and translate the game and play it over there anyway. Another game that's done well in JP was JP Dokkan Battle, another Bandai title, for the simple fact that a game like Dokkan, you don't really need to translate anything. It's so simple that after you play for like the first week or two, you pretty much know everything you need to do without even reading anything. So it's one of those games that you can just kind of do that without knowing the language. Yeah, Digimon, I keep saying, like, this is why I don't understand why Bandai keeps taking so long to release Digimon games globally. Digimon is bigger in the West than it is in Japan. Japan is more of a Pokemon-centric country. It's Pokemon this, Pokemon that. Digimon is bigger in the West. Obviously, Pokemon is still humongous in the West. Obviously, it's an international phenom. But, can't talk today. But Digimon is much bigger in the West than it is in Japan. Like, much bigger. That's why I just don't know why they don't just keep bringing it over to global at the same time it releases JP, but whatever. It's Bandai. Who knows? Who knows? But hey, at least it's finally here now. So, as long as we had to wait, at least it's finally here now. And that's all that matters. We finally get to play. Whew. I can't wait for Digimon Survive. I thought about picking it up. I just don't know if there's enough interest here on the channel for me to do like a playthrough of it, since it is just a JRPG. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I might do a poll when it comes out and say, hey, you guys want to see me play some Digimon Survive here on stream? Do like a weekly playthrough or something like that. And if we get enough interest, maybe I'll pick it up. We'll see what happens. Because it will be coming for PC, and I'm a big PC guy. I work from PC. I do everything from PC. Custom build PCs, all that good stuff. So it's going to be on Steam. If people want to see it, I might pick it up and we might play it. Yeah, Digimon's for more of a mature audience, obviously. Especially with how they tried to pull that whole Kari X Tai. What was that all about? You guys notice that in Digimon Tri that they tried to pull like that incest angle between Kai and Kari, or Tai and Kari? I was like, bruh, what are you guys doing? I was like, what are you guys doing here? That family's got some issues, you know what I'm saying? That family's real close. Yep, Japan. That's exactly. They know their audience well, I guess. Did you use all your free rubies on summons? Yes, I did, Blitz. And now I'm using the rubies I have available now for stamina to try and clear a lot of the content that I need, or to build up my core 5 team. Oh boy. Alright, do we have any more that I needed to finish real quick? Yeah, we still had a couple of 4s. Didn't know I had so many to do. Dang. Can you explain how dupe skill up work? Okay, so I made a mistake in my video yesterday. A lot of people mentioned it in the comment section, so I want to thank all of you for doing so. I tried to like all of your comments to show my appreciation for that correction. So dupes do not need to be built up to feed in. If you have a dupe of a Digimon, even if it's just a rookie or if it's a champ or if it's an ultimate, you can feed it right into your Digimon. That's all it takes. It's just, if you pull a dupe, you just feed it right in and you raise your skill level. You can get as high as skill level 10. That'll be max. And it does not change your base stat values. It only changes the percentages on your skill 1 and your skill 2. So for example, Hyandramon, he has 60% defense up. At skill level 10, he has 80%. So just a quick little example for you guys. If I have dupes and with the same Digi-Evolve chain, then you can upgrade their skill. Yes, you just feed them in and it upgrades their skill. You can go from skill level 1 up to 10. Nope, Mega Digimon don't even, I don't even think they, well, they might. Actually, I didn't even check with that on Mega's King. I only tried this, because I'll show you guys here. I'll show you right now. I'll show you guys right now. Hold on 1 second. I'll show you guys right now. So if we go to skill upgrade, I'll show you guys how you do it. The whole process is simple. So if your Digimon says ready, like our Groundramon right here, we just click Groundramon and we're going to feed in both these Dracomons, which are both rookie. He's an ultimate. According to King, you got to have at least a champion for Omega, which may be true. Which, well, actually, King, that would make sense because you can only summon a champion anyway if it's Omega. The only way you can get Omega that's not champion is through eggs. So I guess that does make sense, King. So let's go ahead and just combine those, and you'll see that my Digimon went from skill level 1 to level 3. And you'll see that his attack went up to 388% on his S1, and his S2 went up to 287%. So that's all you got to do, guys. That's it. It's simple. Just make sure that you don't have your Digimon you're trying to feed in. Make sure it's not in a team. Make sure it's not locked, because then it won't show up. Yeah, that's probably what you'd have to do, King, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's still not that bad. I'd rather have to only take it to a champion than have to take it all the way up to Mega, because that would suck. Hey, I'm doing alright, Alex. How are you doing? Is there a way to find an evolution chart for each Digimon? If you own the Digimon already, I think you can go to the Digimon list. Actually, I don't think this shows you the full chain, does it? Yeah, it does show you the full chain. If you own the Digimon, you could see the full chain this way. Let's just go to... Wait a minute. What's going on? I'm only seeing Megas. Oh, crap, I have a check mark. Rip the dream! There we go. So you just go in here and you can just click and hold down on your Digimon. You can look at the profile and you can see the evolution line. But if it's Digimon that you don't own yet, I don't think you can. So you have the Digidex, but the Digidex doesn't tell you the actual evolution line, which is unfortunate. All it does is give you the base information for stage, element, their type, their attribute. Gives you a little bit of like a backstory, and that's it. That's all you can do. You can see what Digimon are rookie and champion and ultimate, but it just does not tell you what line that they're from. So unless you've played the game a lot, or you know, you just have a very good general knowledge of Digimon and their evolutions in general, you're probably gonna have a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out what line is what until you've owned at least all the rookies. That's the best way. Own all the rookies. Does it give you anything for releasing Digimon? Yes, it does. Matter of fact, I'll do that for you guys real quick, and then we're going to read off all the people who subscribed here during the stream that the stream label shows me, and then we're going to call it a day. So, if we go down to Digimon, We go to release Digimon, and I want to make this very clear. Make sure that you save at least one copy of every Digimon in the game. I don't care if it's the rookie version or the champ or the ultimate or the mega. Make sure you have at least one Digimon of every Digivolution line in the game, because they will do special events where if you take in certain Digimon, you get additional rewards. So make sure that you keep every Digimon, at least one copy. Okay? Even if it's a Digimon you don't use, keep one copy of it. But I'm going to show you what you do real quick. Let me go to a Digimon that I have a bunch of that I don't care about. I kind of, let's see. Thought I had multiples of one. Let me see what this one did again. I don't know if it was worth keeping. Nah, this one's not worth keeping. Okay. Yeah, this one's not worth keeping. Okay, so I'll get rid of one of these Hagurumons. So when you get rid of it, you'll get these like little shell-looking things. These Digi-Orbs, as they call them. You'll get 5 for rookies. I believe champions give you... how many champ? They give you 20? Okay, you get 20 for champ. What did ultimates give you? I don't have an ultimate available. It might go up to 50 plus, possibly. And then megas, of course, will give you even more than that. But anyways, so when you get rid of those, you're going to get these Digi-Orbs. And these Digi-Orbs, if you go to the shop, you can actually buy eggs with them. And the best egg you can get costs 700. It costs 700. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, they give you skill ups now. Nani? Did they change? Oh no, I'm losing my marbles. It's the PvP that gives you the eggs. There we go. You want the 750 egg? There we go. Completely mixed up my shops. This is the egg that you want. But it's very expensive. It's gonna take you a lot of PvP to get those medals. But yeah, your Digi-Orbs, you can actually get free skill ups. So the skill ups that I just showed you to use with your dupes, you don't need dupes. You can just buy a skill up for that type of Digimon. But as you can see, 800 is a pretty hefty cost, because you're getting 5 from a rookie, 25 from a champion, maybe you're getting 50 plus from an ultimate. Even if you get rid of a mega, you're still talking, that's a lot of Digimon that you have to release. So it's going to definitely be a long-term thing to try and get these free skill ups. And you want to probably use them very wisely. Hey Josh, will any kind of clash cost stamina later on? No, but I think there is certain modes that will come later on that will have limited tries per day or limited access. But no, raids will not cost stamina. Raids are built in a way to allow you to play the game without having stamina while your stamina recharges. So it's basically Bandai's way of letting players play all day, which is nice. Hey Josh, how is the Digimon you want to be your partner? I mean, a little Digimon like in the anime. For me, it will be Ludamon. If I had to choose a Digimon partner, it would be Dorumon. Just for the simple fact that I want Alphamon. Just for that simple reason. And he looks cool. I like his design. Yeah, Immon's pretty beast. Go up to Bizamon. Ride around on a motorcycle like you're in Digimon Masters. Yeah, boy. Death Rider. Let's go. But, guys, we've had an awesome stream. We got a few people we need to call out real quick. Let's see where we started here. So, Tanner, Swordmaster, Kyle, Frankie, Evador, Azir, Lewis, Awaken, Jaws, and Vamprince. Is it Vamprice? Oh, I'm sorry. Price. My God, I can't read today. Deshaun Price. There we go. If I could read. Thank you guys all so much for subscribing and following here. Hope you guys all enjoyed the content. I know we had a lot of other people, but apparently didn't catch it. We had over 200 people today's stream. Awesome. Maybe next time we can try and aim for 250, maybe 300. But you guys have been amazing. Channel's been doing good. You guys have been great. Hopefully I answered a lot of your questions. Sorry I couldn't get to everybody. There's so many. If you need any additional help or anything like that, or you just want to have a general chat and talk about anything and everything, join us in the Discord in the description below. Like the video if you did. Comment below if you guys are watching this later. For all of you in the stream, thank you so much for being here. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I know I did, and I want you all to have a wonderful rest of your weekend and the week going forward. Until then, have an awesome day as always. Peace.